Well, I just wanted to welcome everybody here. This is kind of exciting for us to do. This is rare air. We've only done this a couple times. The first time we did it was actually the real bullet here. Wow. So pretty cool rare air that you're in here right now. Just wanted to thank everybody that helped. We had so little time to organize this, so here we are. We're very excited. We just wanted to thank him. I'm sorry, it's emotional for me. We're just very excited. And Vinny is so cool to do this, and he's such a nice guy. I just wanted to thank the Southern Grace Distilleries. They're here, so be sure to visit them. We also have the farm at Dover with the wine, so be sure to visit them in the library. After we get it settled with the car, we're going to let everybody in. We've got a gorgeous charcuterie table set up, so be sure to visit that. It's amazing. Otherwise, I'm going to let Vinny take over the show. I just wanted to thank all my helpers. I mean, we worked crazy just to put this on for 4 or 5 days. So anyway, thank you to all our helpers. And Vinny, what's your last name?
Giglio. It's okay. I'll probably talk. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll let Vinny take this over. Thank you so much
welcome.
for doing this. We are just beyond appreciative.
Thank you very much. So, first of all, thank you all for coming. This is not about me. This is about something that I had nothing to do with designing or engineering. I'm just its caretaker, and I'm going to drive the hell out of it, and I'm going to share it with all of you as much as possible. So just so you know, Miller and I have about 8,000 miles planned of driving in this car between now and middle of October. We're going to do Mustang Week. If any of you are going to be there, we're going to have the car there. It's going to be numerous shows. Then we're going to be the first GTD through Tail the Dragon. So we leave directly after that to go Tail the Dragon. And then we're doing a cross-country journey to stop in as many states as possible, and with an ending in Ford to go see whoever we can get in front of up there, just to show it to everyone in the country, and then eventually make it back to its home. So that's our plan. But really honored to be a recipient of this car. I have production car number 20. It's VIN number 38. Mine was delivered 3 days after Jay Leno got his car. So first of all, when I applied 65 weeks ago, I grabbed my phone and I was in my garage like, I think I'm going to do this. And I started doing this, and I sent him the video. He's like, let's do another video for the application. So we did, and it turned out awesome. He nailed it. And if you haven't seen it, you can go on one of the channels and see our application video. It's a minute long. And Ford selected us, and it was unreal. And then not only did they select us, they gave us one of the first cars. And probably because we're going to do stuff like this. So we're really excited that you're here. We're really excited to be able to share this car with you tonight. So I think, without further ado, we're just going to jump in. We're going to bring this sucker in here. We wanted you to see it in motion. So I won't be doing 80, but I'll be doing, 3. And what's cool is they got a little smoke machine. So we're actually going to throw a little smoke. We're going to rev it up for you. We're going to bring it right in. So, are you guys ready? Yeah! How many of you have seen a GTD in person? Okay. The rest of you are in for something. It is not a Mustang.
Oh gosh. Holy. Just kidding, you have the Prius. Big swap the Prius. I'll let you know.
He's ready.
Ready? Can love to the door. Oh, great.
Chemical problems, smoke machine.
Oh, dude, everybody has their phone out. It's crazy. Everybody wants to see that Prius coming. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, ready, open.
Everybody's got a phone. Put your phone on the suspension. Oh, you guys want to rev inside? don't know, most of the car is actually built out of carbon fiber, the body, and the suspension's hydraulic. It's actually not on air like most other cars. So if you watch this, when I turn off the car, watch what it does. Let's see if I can find it. The car actually jumps back up because while it's on, the car is holding itself in track mode to keep itself down. So, how many of you have watched any videos of how this car was designed and built? Yeah? So, I guess I'll just kind of jump in. Miller, correct me if I miss anything.
All right.
For those of you who don't know, this starts as I guess they call it a white body S650 out of Detroit. The car is then shipped to Multimatic where they build the Ford GT, and then they break it all back down, and then they rebuild it basically from the ground up. So what's really neat about this car is it's a 50-50 weight distribution car. So the front and the back are pretty much identical as far as balance. It has a transaxle in the rear instead of a standard front suspension. And then when you get the chance, when you come look at the car, there's a really cool Easter egg in the back, which most of you probably know about. You can see the suspension through a glass, a piece of glass. Now that was designed that way because they had to design the suspension over the transaxle. Now the car does have this really cool wing. There's a lot more to it than just this big old thing on the back. In fact, when we were originally speccing the car, I was like, man, it'd be really cool to do one without a wing, until we learned about what it is. This is actually an active aero system, so the wing actually opens and closes when you drive, and the computer learns how you drive and then will actually react to how you're driving the car. It has active aero in the back, and it also has active aero in the front, underneath the front of the car. So it's pretty cool. The wing is not attached to the body. If we took this wing and put it on any other car, it would just rip it right off. So this is actually attached to the frame of the car. It provides 2,000 pounds of downforce at 180 miles an hour, which is why it goes so fast. So pretty neat little Easter eggs. There's a lot of cool things to see if you look closely. There's some stuff that Ford did to pay tribute to all the generations of Mustang. One of them's right here. There's a tattoo on the back window. It's of every single generation up until this car. So they really paid attention not only to building this just to be some badass GT3 race car for the street, but they also wanted to pay homage to all these cars that you see in here, which is really, really neat. What am I missing? It's super cool. Oh, I've owned and driven a ton of Mustangs. I own a GT40. I just sold my 2005 Ford GT that I put 11,000 miles on in a couple years. So I've driven a lot of stuff. I've owned Lambos, I've owned Porsches, I've owned Audi R8s. This car reminds me the most of my Lamborghini Performante or a Ford GT. This drives nothing like a Mustang. It's literally a refined Italian supercar. That's what it feels like. And I kind of like it because it's a big middle finger to all those Italians over there. Even though I am Italian. So, one more really interesting fact actually, because it's a carbon fiber car, and what you'll see is when you walk up on the car, there's actually a divot up by the A-pillars. See this on this side here? See where the body kind of ends with a line? That's actually where they stopped the carbon fiber and turned it into steel. So that's some of the existing S650 that you're seeing there. And when you paint a carbon fiber car, you cannot bake it like another normal car. So one of the issues with doing this tonight was when Michelle contacted me, I said, well, I don't know how I'm going to get it there. Ford says I can't drive it until it's PPF. And I have a safe to PPF date of August 27th. So if you check the date, it's not August 27th. So me, we're doing all these miles, I decide, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to drive it anyway. So today I turned 281 miles in the car, and it opened up. I hit the braking miles. So now he rode over here and he was freaking out.
Yeah, he scared the shit out of me. Those 17-inch brakes work really, really good. They're safe to say.
Yeah, so we're not afraid to drive our cars and just have fun. I mean, that's what they're meant for. So luckily I haven't gotten a lot of rock chips. Had a lot of close calls with a lot of people looking at it as you're driving down the road. And, you know, a lot of people don't care. So we've got some dash cam footage. We're going to put some content up of all that stuff. The guy almost pulling out the other day was pretty scary. Yeah, but you know. It does well. So anyway, just enjoy it. Take a walk around. I'll open the doors. You guys can look in it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, there's one.
Can we sit in it?
There are a lot of, so normally I'm a guy that lets people sit in cars. The only thing about this one that I'm concerned about is it's not wrapped yet. And this side skirt's probably like $30,000. So if you step on this wrong, then I'm going to cry. So I think just because there's so many of us maybe tonight, we don't sit in it. If that's okay with you guys. I will tell you though, it is a custom Recaro seat and it's incredibly comfortable. And a big middle finger to Porsche. If you buy a Porsche GT3 or GT3 RS, you cannot recline your seat in those cars. This car, they did a reclining Recaro. It's the small things that matter. You'll also notice that the cockpit looks just like an S650 Mustang. They did that on purpose. They did not want to have to redesign the whole interior of the car. They're like, it just fit. So you'll see some carbon fiber addition or accents to it. There's some cool stuff on the interior. I actually like it because I'm not a flashy guy. I like to be down to earth, and this car feels down to earth to me. You know, so
What engine's in there?
we're gonna pop the hood. Thank you for asking.
Low-key, trying to be as low-key as possible.
So this is a Predator motor, like in the GT500. We have a 2022 Heritage GT500 also, which by the way, this drives nothing like. I mean, they're two totally different cars. However, it shares the same motor. Now, this motor though is not built like the GT500 motor. This is actually sent out to a whole different race company. And Miller, explain to them what they do to the motor.
They change the pulleys, the tune, and the cams inside the motor. They send it out to a whole different company that usually tunes the Predator motors. So they get, I think, 65 to 70 more horsepower than a GT500. So
Correct.
Whole different tuning. I rode into tonight. It's way faster.
For a 4,400 pound car, it feels like it weighs 3,000. I mean, it really doesn't feel like it weighs much at all. A couple other Easter eggs that I will tell you. If you look at some of the internals, you'll see everything's metal. Well, that's because it's an early car, and Ford thought it was cool to have these guys hand weld all this stuff. And so everything is hand welded, and I think they're going to plastic.
Potentially.
How many did they throw out? You know.
Who knows?
So if you see one of these cars in public, you'll know if it's an early car because you'll see some of these little things that they're not going to incorporate going forward. It is a dry sump car too. And they wanted to make sure that when you're pulling 1.5 Gs, that everything still works. Yep. So that was pretty neat. There's one Easter egg on the hood, and then I'll pull it back up. These little canards were actually not part of the original design of the car. And one of the things that was very intentional on this car was all the downforce. And when they were doing all these track runs, they're like, we need more downforce in the front. So they took aluminum pieces and started attaching them to the hood over these openings. And they started with like, I think it was like 1 inch, and then they started going bigger and smaller, and this is actually the size that they landed on, and just these two canards saved them 2 seconds on their lap time. Wow.
You gotta do the keys in the pocket thing? Walk around?
Oh yeah, if you're gonna walk around the car, when I first got it, I'm a bull in a china shop. I walked around, I almost keyed my entire car. So if you could, when you're gonna walk around it, just move your stuff to your back pocket. Thank you for reminding me because I was done it again.
Yep.
There are some signatures on the engine, and I'm a very sentimental guy. So when Ford does a delivery on one of these cars, they actually fly out one of their people to come spend an entire day with you. And the reason I know everything I'm telling you is because he was there for 4 hours. And so by the end of it, I said, how do I do the buttons on the interior again? I know the car's designed, but how do I press that? So about 3/4 of the way in, I just grabbed some Sharpies. I said, hey, would you guys mind signing the car? We're like, you want us to sign it? We're like, yeah, you know, this is a special thing for us. So they signed it on there. You'll also notice the hood's carbon fiber, just like the rest of the car. You just can't see it. They do have a carbon fiber option now. I think it's very expensive. You can get the whole car in carbon fiber, exposed. I didn't get offered that option because I got an early car.
Yep.
So they said, screw you.
No.
And I actually had a different color picked out for the car completely. And Ford invited me up to the Roush factory in Dearborn in January. And when I went back to this little secret gathering, there was 13 of us, and then the design team. And they had the lightning blue that Jay Leno got. They had race red, and they had this color up on a lift. And my color was not anywhere near this realm. I was doing a full custom color, and I said, hey, can you pull that car off the lift? They're like, yeah, we could do that. And I just think white is one of the prettiest colors on this car because it shows all of the accents. It shows the black really well. It shows all the lines. So we ended up with a white GTD.
Is that Wilmington white?
This is frozen white.
Frozen white?
So it's actually, this is one of the, I think 6 or 7 standard colors you can choose from when ordering a car. Frozen white.
Frozen.
Yep.
And transmission?
It is a 8-speed dual clutch transaxle. And that's about as technical as I
But it
get.
didn't go to the 500, they didn't use the 500 transmission?
They used a variation of the 500, yeah, transmission. What else? When you're ordering a car, there's not that many options. They have a base model, which doesn't come with the Active Aero. I don't know why you would not order it with Active Aero. You can do a carbon fiber roof. You can do titanium shift paddles and a titanium knob out of an F-22 Raptor. None of those cars are getting delivered because they can't get the material. That was an $8,000 option. I was like, I'm okay. This is good. What else we got? Oh, colors. What's that?
Corvette sucks.
Corvette sucks. Colors. The color options for this car, you can order any color you want. They have an extended palette option. If some of you saw, someone just bought a pink one and had it delivered. Not my preference, but I have a lot of respect for him for ordering that. But they actually in the configurator have one of those things like on your computer where you can drag the hue and you can pull the color. You can pick any color you want for a little addition of like $40,000 or $50,000.
But no one else gets credit.
Oh, someone have a question? Yeah. You have a question?
I do.
Yeah.
The car is carbon fiber. That's why its price is almost freaking $300,000.
Yeah, so what's funny is, and one of the Ford guys pulled me aside, he said, Ford's actually not making much money on this car because, so everyone's like, well, why would you pay $400,000 for a car? Number one, if you drove it, you'd understand. Because it really is that cool. I mean, this is a GT3 race car for the street. But think about all the designing and engineering and multimatics involved, how much they had to build from the ground up for this car. That's very expensive to do. And you're right, the carbon fiber is really expensive, especially when Multimatic does it because they do a really good job. I mean, this hood's not even exposed carbon on the outside, and when you look at it, look close, it's perfect. Beautiful.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Is it supercharged?
It is supercharged. It is 815 horsepower. The car weighs 4,400 pounds, like I said, and we were getting on it today, and it feels like it weighs nothing. I mean, the GT500 used to scare the hell out of me when I drove it. This, it doesn't even compare. Like, it's not even in the same league when you're going straight.
So how long was the process from like when you submitted the application to when you like, they told you, okay, we're going to give you one?
That's a fantastic question. Oh, so I was in on it early, so I got notified in December, and I got delivery July 31st of this year. Now there is a story.
Before December.
What's that?
How long before December did you apply?
There was a 1-month window to apply. It was March 2024.
And then they started releasing approvals in December?
In December, yeah. That was when we all got notified. So there's a forum specifically for these cars, and everyone was on there like, I got one, I didn't, I got waitlisted, and we're all kind of feeling for each other. It's kind of
We're all the
emotional.
names.
Yeah.
How many did they make?
They don't have a final production number. They're saying in the neighborhood of like 1,300 cars worldwide is about what they're going to do. The program's going very well though, so they might extend it just like they did with the Ford GT. But for right now, I think that's about the number they're going to hit. Yep. From start to finish, it takes 6 days to build this car. So once they have the body and all the parts, 6 days start to finish.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Is this out of Dearborn?
What's that?
Is this out of Dearborn? Where is it?
Canada. So great point. So when they first told me I was getting my car and I didn't have my delivery date yet, we had these things called tariffs that were implemented. And at one point, if I could tell you how much I was freaking out, because at one point our president announced a 50% tariff on automobiles. And this spec is $385,000. So you can imagine there were points where a lot of us were like, we're not buying it. And Ford was actually at risk of scrapping the whole program because of the tariffs. And then I got the email, or I got a phone call, I think it was early July, and they said, hey, we're locked in, you're good, you're not going to get a price increase. And then after I got that call, I said, put those tariffs in. Shut the program down. My car's due July 31. Who wants to buy a $20 million car? yeah, so my license plate, you'll see it. It says GT out of here. Someone made an offer I couldn't refuse on my 2005 Ford GT. It was get out of here. That was my Ford GT license plate, so I transferred onto this one.
Yeah.
All right. I got anything else?
That's probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, come up, ask. Like, feel free to check it out. I'm taking all your time. Just enjoy yourselves. You're welcome. Thank you. That was all. Yeah.
What was your name again?
Well, you know, it's one of the only guys putting out concept in the car right now. Now, look on the back of the window, see if you can see the little Easter egg.